So it's about to start storming out here. You can see this crazy wind and humidity and stuff. And my turtles are using the laying area in kind of a weird way. Now, I believe that aquatic turtles cannot mate on land, just as they cannot eat on land. So, I mean, I don't know why. I'm assuming Lewis would be on top of her to mate. They're different species, but I'm sure they could hybridize. But I'm wondering, she's sitting in there, I wonder if she's even thinking about laying eggs right now. I don't know, but here we have Lewis coming, and they need to get into the water because it is going nuts around here. It's gonna start pouring rain real quick. It's probably not gonna be very long, but probably will. And I think I'm gonna throw this up here temporarily because it'll probably get knocked down, but if it doesn't, then it's good because it'll block the rain from getting into this, because that's the main thing that we don't want. But here is Lewis. He's nice and friendly. And then Pee-wee, who's in there, which is good. And then Susan's safe in here because of this, and Norman's somewhere, I don't know. Sometimes he gets out. It doesn't really bother me. This area is like super fortified. Norman can't go anywhere, so it's just sometimes I go around and check, but I rarely see or mess with Norman at all. But everybody will be fine. This all is waterproof or whatever, so storms, I don't really have to worry about anything, but it's kind of interesting to see. I just came out here to see the storm and stuff that's going on, and I saw that behavior, which is very strange. So I wanted to show you guys, so I ran and grabbed my camera. So I just thought it would be interesting to show you guys what it's like out here during a normal rainstorm. Normally they don't last very long, but they might last longer at night or something. That one didn't last very long, I don't think. But how do I prepare for something like that? You might ask, or maybe you're wondering if I have turtles outside. How do you prepare for weather like a storm, which is generally the only thing you would want to prepare for? And honestly, I don't prepare for that in any way, really. So you saw me come out here. I put a lid on top of that tank to try to redirect the water from going down there, and that was pretty much it. I don't always do that. That was just because I was there, but because I don't really have to do anything, I don't have to worry if I'm not home. So if I wasn't home for some reason, which I generally always home, if I wasn't home for some reason and there was a thunderstorm, I wouldn't have to worry about the turtles. But mainly if it's nighttime, then I wouldn't have to worry about the turtles if it's in a storm, because I feel like it storms a lot more at nighttime or something. I don't know, I'm asleep, so. But as far as worrying about the turtles during weather, I don't. And there's mainly storms, as I said. If it was like really severe and there was like definite tornado, like I see it, then maybe I'd start to worry about the turtles. But generally, even if it's just like a tornado warning or something, which happens every once in a while, I probably wouldn't do anything, because I mean there's like 9 turtles out here. I'm not gonna run out, and I couldn't just throw them inside, you know. So I don't know, maybe I would. I don't think so. So we don't have any type of other storms or anything like that, or weather things that I'd really have to worry about. Now if my green iguana was out here, and if you see, I'm working on a project over there. There's the reason why there's a bunch of dirt dug out over there. If my green iguana was out here, then I might worry a little bit more if there was a lot of storming. But green iguanas, I mean, they're from South America, so I'm sure they're used to heavy rains and stuff like that, and tropical storms. So I'm sure a storm in Ohio wouldn't really do very much for them. But if I had my bearded dragon out here, which I don't, this is a enclosure that I built for my bearded dragon. And if I had him out here, I would probably bring him inside if it's about to storm, because I don't want him to get super wet and stuff like that, because he is a bearded dragon. And I'm sure it rains in bearded dragon's range in Australia, but actually it probably floods too, like it probably goes crazy. But I wouldn't want him to be moist all the time or something like that, so I'd probably bring him in to keep him inside. But that's pretty much it. If you're wondering what I would do for a storm. So one of the reasons I don't really have to worry about anything is because I have secured this area, so if a turtle were to get out or if something were to blow around, I don't really have that problem. So as you can see, I have all my food things sitting out. I generally have stuff I need to wash just sitting out here, and then like a little bit of storage and stuff going on out in this little area, just because this is like my main area for turtles. And because I have this lovely fancy looking pallet fence around here, I don't really have to worry about anything like that. The pallet fence stays up, you know, all year round. It goes through the snow and everything. It's completely fine, and it keeps in any type of things that would blow out. And then I have the secondary secure thing for the turtles as well, which I did in a recent video. So speaking of the turtles, let's talk about them a little bit. I'd like to just give you a bit of an update to make sure you know all of the turtles that are out here. So right now I have Petey and Marcus in this tank. So Petey's an adult male Mississippi map turtle, and Marcus is a juvenile baby red-eared slider, and I have them in that quarantine tank. And then in here I just have Lewis, the adult male western painted turtle, and Pee-wee, the adult female red-eared slider, and they're chilling in their lay box. It's really hot out here, so I'm not surprised that they're not out here on the sun, but instead they're sitting in the lay box there. And then in this area I have Susan, which is an adult female yellow belly slider, as well as Rebecca and Blacklip, which are adult female Washita map turtles. And they're in here just to get some natural sunlight and stuff. They'll probably, the two female Washita map turtles will probably go out in a different outside project that I'm working on currently. And then I have, so that's why they're temporarily in here, and I've set up their setup inside as well, so they'll have a nice place to go during the winter. And then in this little section I have Norman, the adult male red-eared slider, and then in here I have the, again, juvenile baby red-eared slider Adam. So in this area I did have two Midland painted turtles, and I have rehomed them to a different, I rehomed them, so they're in their permanent home now. And pretty soon, I'm currently not taking in turtles, I've been saying that, but pretty soon, a couple of days after filming this, I'm going to be getting two new baby red-eared sliders, and those two they were bought the same time as Marcus and Adam, so they're baby juveniles, I'm assuming. And they were, I don't know how to explain their story, but anyway, my sibling who was given those two turtles is now giving me these two new turtles, because I'm not really sure how to explain it, but anyway, I'm getting those two, and it'll be interesting to see because those two have been raised differently, but they were bought at the same time. and it'll be interesting to see the difference in their shell and their growth and everything, because the two turtles that I have been kept in quite large setups compared to these other turtles, and I believe that these have been, the ones that I have been in better setups as well. So hopefully I can see that, and I think that would be pretty cool if I get to compare them and talk about that. So hope that you guys enjoyed this video, just kind of talking about my turtles. So if you did, like down below. If you have any comments or concerns, in the comments below. And if for more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day.